Hello, 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 good evening. Welcome to this wonderful Thursday night in December here, 2024. I'm your host, Super Toast, also known as Josh. And it's been a bit, but we always come back to this on Simulation Thursdays. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I usually do one of these when there's new content out, and today we have Greece, which was released, I think, what was it, yesterday? Or was it Tuesday? Today's Thursday now, right? So, let's see. Track. Let's see, when did Greece get released? It was earlier this week. It was a day or two ago, right? I just want to know for sure. On my phone here, it was released December 4th, which was yesterday. So yeah, we are going to be driving through Greece tonight. We're going to go through our usual spiel, usual activity set here, you know, cruising, insert new map DLC here. So we've got 15 cities actually here, and we got to go through all the islands too that contain some of those cities. So you know the spiel, the deal. There's a community goal of 200 million kilometers, which is pretty typical for everyone to collectively do in Greece to get the community award, which is usually like some kind of a plushie or some kind of cabin accessory. And we're going to be doing the same, you know, doing our unique deliveries, our own personal deliveries, I should say, to 15 unique Greece cities. Got to at least do 200 kilometers or more. So I got to do the math because I'm doing a 1-to-1 mod right now. So I got to multiply it by 19 to make sure we're hitting 200 kilometers. Nightmare, yo, what's up? Welcome. And it's been a bit since I've done one of these. Welcome. It's good to see you. But yeah, we're gonna get started. So we're actually starting out of Macedonia right now. So if we look at our world map here, we're in Bitola, Macedonia. So like we basically are going to be entering Greece, just heading south. So we're gonna have to figure out how we want to attack all this. There you go. You got your islands over here. I don't have borders on my map really because of it's hard to see what the different countries are because of the mod that I made for myself for 1-to-1 scaling. It messes up the background of the map. But basically, you've got Greece all around here, right? So, effectively what I haven't driven. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well, too. But, yeah, we're ready to get trucking. So tonight, we're going to be driving the Scania, the next generation, even though that's been out for, what, 8-9 years now? I think the one that actually, I don't know what year the model is that I think it is 2016. This is a 2016 model technically that SCS uses. But we're using engine voice records or records, I guess. Engine voice records is probably the name of the mod. They just released an update to their Scania engine sound. They're on Evolution 3 now, I guess. Evo 3. They jumped from Evo 1. I never saw an Evo 2, but anyway, it sounds great. I'm gonna get it started up here. Here we go. Oh, that just sounds so good. Oh yeah, listen to those injectors. The coolest thing is it sounds different around the different angles of the truck. You got your front side there, you got the rear. Sounds great. It's mint, man. It's mint. Alright, we gotta pick up our first job. So we don't have to pick any particular cargo. It's not like the Halloween event. I think that's what we did last, but we did that all in like an American truck, I think. I guess that's one we could take there. Empty barrels, that's exciting. I don't really care about the cargo, just the mission completion. That should get us our 200 kilometers there. Let's give it a shot. Worst case, it doesn't count. We'll just get 2 cities then on our next job. So let's get going. Pretty excited to check out yet another DLC. It seems like they get better with each release, so I'm pretty stoked. So we got to kind of go backwards away from Greece to pick up our cargo. That's all right. Get her done. Adapt. Let's check our adaptive shift parameter here. It's at 2. Interesting. I'm gonna put it on to 3. Let's put it back to normal. So 3 is your normal adaptive shift behavior. So in your in the UI in the game, you could choose between, was it economy, normal, and high power, I think, are your adaptive shift settings. So the normal one is corresponds to 3.0. So I always mess with that because it drives me crazy sometimes how the truck automatically shifts in game. Like, it skips too many gears. Like, I get that it's supposed to skip to like 10th or 9th gear, but sometimes it skips all the way to 12th. And then the problem is, you're just gonna go in front of me, okay? And the problem is then the engine just bogs. Like, it just, you lose your acceleration doing that. So, like, it makes sense right now. I don't have a trailer. It makes sense to be skipping a bunch of gears, but I don't really like the implementation completely of how they did adaptive shift in the game. This thing sounds great. Throaty. Oh, that's cool. You can actually hear it. It's using the engine brake to downshift faster, like the real life truck. That's that sound that. It didn't do it on 10th gear there, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I just love detailed sounds in the game. The sounds mean so much to me. They're important to me in a simulator, so. Why'd you ding? What? Was I about to hit something?
Get ready to turn right.
Alright. Turn right. Oh, I see.
Turn right.
It's only a 450 horse that I got expecting this truck right now, but what is worth, it still sounds really good. Close those windows now. See how it sounds with the windows closed.
Stay left.
Interesting place to park. Alright. Not very safe. Sounds like $1 million. That I have to spend or that I earned?
Turn right.
I'll tell you an interesting truck sound that I've actually heard in real life, up close, is Volvo's,
Turn right.
they have like a, gosh, I forget, it's called a compound turbo, unlike their newer Volvo engines. It's the same, relatively the same motor in the Volvo VNL trucks here in North America as it is in like the Volvo FH trucks in Europe. And Z-Mod's made a sound mod that sounds really good. Like, it depicts it really well, and it's so wild hearing the turbo. It sounds different between low and high engine loads, and like just the nuances and the detail that you get. I really went the wrong way, didn't I? the nuances, the fact that you can hear that difference in mods like that is awesome. And then I heard it in real life at one of the Volvo VNLs. There's a day cab that pulled up to a gas station that was filling up at one time, and it sounded just like it. Like, it was spot on. Really cool. I enjoy driving with that mod too, that Volvo sound mod. So I enjoy driving the Volvo truck too. Look up to our box full of empty barrels here. That's exciting. Look at that, perfectly aligned. That was beautiful. And tug test. We're secure. Little parking brake. Ooh, that's loud. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Alright, let's hope that this actually counts as 200 kilometers. Yeah, we're trucking tonight. We're trucking through Greece. Just released yesterday. We're gonna be traveling down in sunny Greece before we hit the holiday event. That'll probably be coming later this month. Oh, love this engine. Oh, that turbo. Yeah. Awesome.
Get ready to turn left.
Always come back to this game. Always come back to it.
Turn left.
This is Toast's favorite genre. Trucks. And no, I don't mean your Ford F-150. I don't mean your Dodge Ram.
Get ready to turn right.
I mean your 500 horsepower semi-truck that pulls
Turn right.
80,000 pounds. The real big boy. You're turning. Auto mod held a message for reason. Smart detection. Wait, we have a bot now? How long have we had a bot? You finished editing a video? Gotta let it render now? Nice. You said that moves pretty quick now on your new machine, right? Cut your rendering time down to like a fifth. Nice. That's pretty good. Just imagine if they went an extra mile for this in American Truck Sim. If you can get out and do all the inspections you're hitting. Yeah, I know. That's something I've been really wanting for a long time. Now, there's a game coming out. You know, there's all these games that come out that like promise, like, oh, is this going to be the next best truck sim?
Get ready to turn right.
It never is. Like, Alaskan Truck Simulator came out, and it was not good. I'm sorry. It did not look good. I don't think I even tried a demo.
Turn right.
That are like, oh, well, you can get out of the truck in that game, but like, sure, you can do that, but it's just, it's not as realistic as this game. It doesn't touch this game. I wish you could do it in this game, though. I'd love to be able to get out and properly hook up the trailer and do a pre-trip. That'd be awesome. And I really wanted that more like earlier on in the game, and I still want it, don't get me wrong. But the more I play this game, the more I appreciate, you know, the attention to detail that they've given with everything else that they've focused on so far, like the driving dynamics. I'm so glad that they finally added bumps to the road. It actually feels like you're driving on a road and not on glass. Yeah, I think that's what it did too. I think it got rid of one of those want to get, you know, get famous by paying us to have fake views. You said it's funnier than Lethal, huh? Oh jeez. Oh, you're breaking hard there, buddy. All right. Transition sounds are pretty good in this. The retarder sounds all right. All right, so we're coming up to the Greece border, the border with Greece now. So we started, like I was saying, in Macedonia, so we're coming up to Greece now. I don't have to run my headlights anymore. It's so weird to me, like, even though all these vehicles have daytime running lights, and I still don't know if this is the case or not, but, like, it seems like half the countries, at least in the game, require you to actually have headlights on, even if you have daytime running lights on, equipped on your vehicle. Oh, I gotta get into the right lane here, the right lane.
Stay left.
I don't know if that's actually a requirement, like it is, I don't know if it's like that in real life or not. You tried the rookie dive. The ending is like when you lose. Oh, the ending's funny. It's hard but pretty fun. Yeah, it's different, right? I was thinking about it and I was like, well, I don't know. I have such a backlog. Maybe I'll get in the winter sale. I'm sure it'll go on sale again. Then I know it's not a lot as is, but I'm a cheap ass. If I know I can get it for cheaper, I'll wait. Alright, we're gonna overtake this guy. He's going too slow. We get pulled over for speeding through the border. Your body, speed up. Mud Runner and Snow Runner? Oh yeah, we've done lots of we have lots of hours actually, Nightmare in Snow Runner. My friend Ben, who's on this channel occasionally, and I have played quite a few episodes of it. We streamed a few episodes of it. I mean, we probably have like a couple hundred hours in the game. I picked the wrong lane here, jeez. And we did play Mud Runner before that. I don't know if Ben tried Spin Tires, the original, but I did. Oh, so you got it full price too? Gosh, I love the sound of this engine. Sorry, buddy. Me first. Swedish power, man. The Swedes know how to build a truck. What are you doing there, buddy? What lane are you? Oh, what's going on here? Oh. What? Okay. That's interesting. I gotta adjust this adaptive shift parameter slightly because it's shifting, it's skipping 9 to 11, which I think is ridiculous. So let's see if this puts it to 10th. Damn it, still went to 11. That's ridiculous. It shouldn't be doing that. That's like, that's too much of a jump. I mean, I'm pulling what? What am I pulling? I'm pulling, oh, I'm pulling 9 tons. I guess that's not bad, but still. I gotta see. So I always tweak the shift points of these engines because I just don't think the default ones that are set are realistic. How how don't diesel how don't diesel brothers? I'm confused.
Stay left.
Stay left. So we can't go. Oh, we got to go around the loop-de-hoop thing.
Stay right.
Diesel Brothers? Oh, how about? I have not I haven't heard of that one. Diesel Brothers. What's that about? Why would I stop? Oh, I see why I should stop. Fine. Oh yeah, that's a good reason. Oh, that guy spawned. Did you see that? That car spawned out of nowhere. That brown car. That was not fair. Oh, you did that? Well, you're gonna have to wait. Yeah, you changed lanes in front of me. Yeah, that's what you get. There we go, 9th to 10th. That's what it should do right there. Alright, G adaptive shift to 5 did us good there. Alright, so what does this mean? Flashing yellow. I guess we should slow down. Oh yeah, there's a red light up here. You got a new desk and a second monitor? Nice, nice. That's good. What did you get for your second monitor? Or did you reuse? Or did you get a new primary monitor? You got a monitor last year. Oh, okay, so you just didn't have room for it. Gotcha. Alright. Nice. It's a game changer, right? You put all your social media up on the second screen. You can multitask. Yeah, you can get chat up while, so you don't have to switch screens while gaming or have a windowed gaming session, right? Oh, the tablet. That's right. You've been using that tablet. Oh, so I mean, you're saying it's like a car mechanic
Go straight.
with multiplayer, but you build trucks. Oh, that's neat. I never heard of that one. No. Do you build or you repair, or you could do both? Okay, interesting. Nice, nice. I'm trying to figure out my next move for my gaming setup because, like, I found out that I can actually, well, so you know, there's the new truck wheels that are coming out, right? That I will probably replace my aging Logitech G25 with. I really want to, but my problem right now is the way my desk is set up. It wouldn't really accommodate a truck wheel. It's designed for like a racing wheel or a flight sim kind of setup. But I found out that I can actually get risers or, oh geez, why Why are you stopping right there? I found out you can get risers for my chair, for my setup, so that it lifts you up 3 inches more off the ground, which would give me more clearance to put like a more truck-like wheel on the simulation setup in front of me. So I might actually do that,
Left. Then turn left.
as long as I can still have the keyboard near me too.
Turn left.
I don't know if you remember seeing pictures of my setup, but it's like a legit, like, kind of like cockpit kind of style setup. You know, where I got the wheel in front of me. It's not your typical desk. Alright, where are we dropping off here? I hope this counts. I'm not sure it's going to. Because I don't know for sure if this is 200 kilometers or more. That's the requirement.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yes, we're pulling in right here. We're backing in nice and straight. Got all the room in the world to do this maneuver. Look at that. Do the old UPS truck toot. Always got to do the redundant beep, even if you have a reverse beeper. Can't even get it in the middle, even after all that space, are we? That's alright. We got this. It's still straight. That's not bad. What do we got? Did it count? Nope. Gosh darn it, it wasn't long enough. But like I said, our plan B is, well, now we're going to get 2 cities to count. Because it's to or from any city is the requirement. So technically we're going to get 2 out of 15 as long as we make sure that the next job is long enough. So that was the risk that we took on that one. Alright, so we got to make sure that we're doing at least probably 11 kilometers, I want to say. Like 12, like that one should count. Why don't we go a little bit farther just in case? Ooh, that one looks tricky. We'll take some vinegar, how about that? That looks like fun. Alright, here we go. Alright, so where's the port at? We gotta go across town, of course. It always takes like 10-15 minutes.
Stay right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, that pick. I don't know if I've ever seen a pickup in this game yet. Is that a new AI? Alright, so that first delivery didn't count towards our cruising Greece event because technically it wasn't 200 kilometers away. It was close. We were taking a bet though. And I think the scaling in this game, in Euro Truck, is 1 to 19, so every mile you drive is actually 19 miles scaled in the game. Whereas I think American Truck is actually 1 to 20, so I took a 10, it said 10 kilometers in this game. So like, I think I had it backwards, so it was probably more like 190 kilometers instead of 200 kilometers, so. But that's okay, the next one's going to be at least 12 kilometers, so at least 240, right? So we should we shouldn't have a problem with the next one counting. And because it's any job to or from any city to count, we're going from one city that we haven't delivered from yet and to another city we haven't delivered to yet, so we should get 2 on this one out of the 15. So we're still going to make progress. So effectively, we didn't really technically lose progress. You know what I mean? We didn't miss out too much really on this delivery not counting, because it's like we're instead of doing 1 and 1, we're just doing 0 and 2, if that makes any sense.
Go straight.
But yeah, I hope like I like to say usually on these streams, I hope everyone's Thursday has gone well and the week's gone well so far. And I'm pretty excited that tomorrow is going to be Friday. Feels kind of weird that tomorrow's going to be Friday. It feels like this week flew by, actually.
Stay right.
And
Right.
there's only 2 more weeks until I'm off again for the holidays, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Turn right.
Excited to do some December gaming. Hopefully we're going to be able to do Lethal with the Christmas theme. I hope they do a Christmas theme this year like they did last year. That was a lot of fun. I wanted to do it at least once. And I'm sure we're going to, hopefully we can try to do Cthulhu Saves Christmas. Try to finish that one up, maybe. But yeah, I know, like, this month is, like, flying by. I mean, well, it's only the 5th, but, like, I feel like this holiday period, once mid-November hits, it just, like, flies by. Like, I feel like we're barreling towards Christmas already. And the end of the year, like, it's pretty crazy.
Stay right. And then exit right.
Exit right. Here we go.
Exit right.
Oh yeah, the Cthulhu Tentacle Rotating Simulator. Oh my. Wait, are we doing that in December?
Get ready to turn left.
Are we doing, oh, you're saying, oh, in Doki Doki, yeah. That's probably gonna be January, February thing, right?
Turn left.
Turn left. Right away? Oops. I think that technically I had the right of, they had the right of way there? I don't even know. There are no signs.
Go straight.
Wow. Long ways over to this pickup. Holy moly. Very industrial area over here, though.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I've heard that in Greece on this game, and I guess in real life too, like the turns, some of the maneuvers you gotta do, like in the city, are pretty ridiculous. Let's see if anyone's coming there. Looks like there wasn't anyone, so we're good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We're gonna be
Stay
traveling
right.
a lot. Gonna go visit the in-laws the weekend before Christmas, and then have Christmas
Stay
at our
right.
place, of course.
Then turn right.
Actual Christmas. And then we're gonna be going up to my parents between Christmas and New Year's. That weekend we're planning on being up there with
Turn
some other
right.
extended family as well. So it should be fun. Be a good time. This is interesting. This is now we have pretty large container ports actually in American truck already. Like gosh, what's the big one? Um I think when they redid California, they put a pretty big one in LA and San Francisco maybe. This is pretty complex though. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about is Denver. Denver has a pretty complex but it's for railroad though, and it's not for obviously like an actual port.
Continue straight. And then stay right.
I'm curious to see when they eventually get to Maryland how they'll do the Baltimore port. What are we doing here? We gotta turn right. This is pretty complex.
Stay
So
right.
this is something.
And
This is
then
like what you
turn
would see
right.
in real life here. It'd be probably a little busier in real life, a little hectic
You
with
have
the crazy
arrived at your
truckers just
destination.
driving around at all kinds of speeds.
Turn right.
It's a little desolate right now, though. It's kind of sad. Yeah, hopefully we could maybe look to meet up then. Be nice to do like breakfast or something. That'd be fun. Go. Right, hooked up there. Love that. Ugh, so good. Alright, so hopefully this time we're actually not going to have trouble. Ooh, that looks like that's going to be fun, some switchbacks. Yeah, we shouldn't have trouble this time. Hopefully with getting that distance there. I guess we'll go that way, like, we could go this way. This way seems more direct. But now I want to go over the switchbacks in the mountains, so we'll go that way. I went the wrong way, didn't I? I was supposed to turn the other way. Oh well, we're taking a tour, so you can see over there we got some port cranes. They actually look pretty cool. This is just trailer drop-offs here. I actually drove by the Baltimore port on my way into work last month. I had to go into the office. It was crazy, man. Just chaos. Trucks driving around like they own the place.
Turn left. Stay left. And then turn left. Turn left.
I guess they don't really have signs that show like stop or yield or like I don't know if this is like a Greece thing or what. But I've been noticing that is like a lot of these intersections don't really give a clear right of way indication.
Get ready to
Alright, so what
turn
kind of weight
right.
are we dealing with this time? We've got 9 tons. I think that's exactly what we were dealing with in our last run, so not that
Turn
much
right.
different. Just a container now instead of a box trailer. Very similar. Nice. Got the video published. Cool. That's good.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
That's cool. We don't have to go back the same way we came. Bumpy railroad tracks there, huh?
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Right. Under here, make sure the little one's actually sleeping. You probably hear buzzing from my radio the baby monitor. Oh yeah, she's asleep now. It's funny how that works. Something else that I'm pretty excited about coming up here this month is
Stay right. And then exit right.
unexpectedly, partially unexpectedly,
Exit right.
getting a new car. So I actually signed, or not signed, but I put a deposit down for a new Subaru WRX, which is something I was planning on getting next year. But what happened was Subaru announced model year 2025, which is like, yeah, I was planning on, you know, probably getting one next year and all. But the problem was nothing was changing, really. I read through the whole press release and like hardly anything's changing. Like, oh, they're putting like a red badge on the front of it. Like, oh, great, I could do that myself. But and then the prices were going up, like over $1,000 on average per trim level. It's like, okay, well, do I wait for half a year and spend, you know, more money, or just try and get a good deal on a year-end model? And so I found one about an hour away. It's on a boat right now, coming over from coming over from Japan. I don't know if it's Gunma or Gunma. That's where the plant is in Japan. So it was in transit, and I saw the listing online for the dealer, and it was the exact color I want, which is a dark sapphire blue. The exact trim I want, which is the limited trim, and it's a manual. That's everything I wanted, you know. Maybe sans like an accessory or two that I might have custom ordered if I really wanted to, but it had pretty much checked all the boxes, right? And so I reached out, and I was starting to like, I was like, all right, you know, let's see if we can get a good year-end deal. And I ended up, I think, with a pretty good deal. I told him, you know, like, hey, if you can get, so we talked the price down basically to, and this is a little bit on the high end, but like, so the sticker price of the car, the higher end trim, right, was $41,000, which is pretty high. And it's pretty high for a car, right? But I ended up getting it down to 37. So it's a few thousand off, and I got them to throw in installing an armrest accessory that I would have looked to order myself, you know, from the factory if I were doing a custom order. So they threw that in included. They didn't increase the price at all. So I said, all right, I'll put a deposit on this. So yeah, they said they're estimating that coming in December 20th, and that date might change, might be sooner. But yeah, I put a deposit. The car's reserved for me, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's something I've been wanting for a few years now. There's really, honestly, nothing wrong with the car I have now. My Impreza, like it's a great car. It gets great gas mileage. It's been perfectly reliable for me. The only thing it's had a problem with was, it was, I think this was last year. there was some kind of interlock that was starting to fail between the shifter and the key ignition, the ignition key, or the ignition itself. It was starting to have trouble releasing the key, even if I've put the car in park. So I would put the car in park, and I would turn the key, to turn it off, and it wouldn't leave accessory. I couldn't get it past accessory to lock to pull the key out, and I found I had to turn the key back down, like jiggle the shifter to drive and park a few times, and eventually it would work itself loose where I could take the key out. Super actually fixed that for free. Why they did it for free? I don't know if it's because like they considered it to be part of like warranty on the transmission, because technically the car comes with a 10-year warranty on the transmission. They extended the warranty because apparently the CVT has been known to have issues. I haven't had any issues myself, but anyway, they fixed that. That was the only problem they really had with it, and the car's been fine ever since, right? So it's not because not that I really need a new car for reliability purposes. And my goal was to have the car for at least 10 years, because that just kind of made sense financially. We're almost there. We're almost there. But I was like, if I was going to get one next year anyway, and end of year you can get pretty decent deals on year-end, closing year-out models, why not? So I figured it was the right time. I wanted to get into a manual car when I'm younger before I'm older, so yeah. Pretty excited. I've driven a stick a few times in real life. Obviously I do it in this game, but it's not the same as real life because you don't feel the physical properties of the gear shifter or like getting pushed forward and back in the car. Like, it's not the same thing, but it teaches you the academics, right? So like I have years upon years of knowing how to do that. But I do also have experience driving manual in real life. Like in France, actually, I rented a car in France on my honeymoon, and I drove that for a few hours, no problems, never stalled the car. Only almost stalled it, but I didn't stall it. And then I test drove a few WRXs. I drove my friend Ben's WRX a couple times, and I test drove one in 2020. Back then, when I was thinking about even getting one that early, and I was like, it doesn't make sense. I really shouldn't, and I didn't. And then I test drove one again this year, the new generation, so a little bit of experience. So I'll be a little nervous at first driving manual, but I think I'll be pretty used to it pretty quick, and I'm pretty excited. It's something I've wanted. I wanted to drive a stick shift car. Just have a stick shift car for such a long time, because I drive stick all the time in games like this, right? So I'm pretty excited. So that's coming up here in a couple weeks. Still got to figure out what I want to do with my current car, like if I want to trade it in or if I want to sell it to someone else. Then I got to figure out insurance, and then the car comes with summer tires, which is not great. Now I'm going to be picking up the car pretty much in the dead of winter, which is not when you want, summer tires on a car. So I'm going to be looking for a pair of, or a set of all-season tires to put on it. I'll just be using all-season tires on it probably all the time. But outside of that stuff, pretty much ready to go for that car. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. It always makes me nervous working with car dealerships. But I did everything online, everything's in writing, so I'm just dreading, like, oh, they might pull a fast one on me, be like, oh, here's the new price, and they increase the price, or kind of bait and switch or something. Hopefully don't. Hopefully they honor what we agreed to. This truck is not going the speed limit. So something else I noticed that they've done in this game, they've changed the way shadows work. You see that? How like it used to fade in and out when you go into tunnels, but now it's more instantaneous, like that. Boom. So that's changed. And I don't know if they changed how much they've changed to the point where like I've actually come across cases where there were bugs where the mirror, I mean, wouldn't actually dim when going through a tunnel. Maybe they've changed the mechanics where it always will now. I don't know.
Stay right. Then exit right. Exit right.
We shall see, I guess. All right, so we're coming up on our mountain road here, I think. Oh, you're braking hard. You're braking real hard, dude. I hate when they do that. They do that all the time in this game. They come up to like a fork in the road. You can choose, or they go. It goes from one lane to two. They always hit their brakes. They always hit the brakes and slow down drastically when coming up on, you know, a choice in lanes. I don't know why. It drives me crazy. Looks like this cop's gonna let me in front of him. Oh, that's nice, man. Thank you. Much obliged. Oh, we're stopped here. Whoa. What is happening? And the only other thing is I got to think about too for the new car. I'm considering actually getting the windows tinted because right now I don't have them tinted on my current car. I mean, they don't come like that from the factory, and I don't plan on doing anything like drastic where it's like limousine black or anything crazy like that. But the problem I have now is like my daughter, you know, in her car seat in the back. I don't have any sunshades like on the windows. Like she's always like blinded by the sunlight sitting back there. Like my wife's SUV, you know, like she could sit back there and it's no problem, you know, like it's the windows are factory tinted back there and they're not as long and sloped as they are in like a sedan. So I think I'm gonna look for some place to install like factory level tinting where it's like a, you know, a mild but effective tint, and that should help in the summertime too. Try to keep it a little cooler. But mostly trying to keep the sun from being crazy annoying for kids that are facing backwards in car seats. And I gotta figure out if I want to do any kind of like paint protective film, because the biggest gripe I have right now with my current car, there's nothing wrong with it mechanically, but like cosmetically, it's the the front bumper looks like Swiss cheese. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's not like it's got huge holes in it, but the paint, it's got all kinds of rock chips on it all over. It looks like it's been sandblasted. And it's just, I think most of that's from Colorado, just because of how dry and sandy it actually is kind of out there, how kind of rocky it is near the Rocky Mountains. I think I got a lot of the sandblasted bumper damage from out there with cars in front of me throwing sand and little rocks up into the air. But, like, I don't want that to happen to my next car. But we'll see. I don't know. I really like how, like, that stuff lasts, like, 5 years, and then, like, it starts to look like crap, and then you gotta peel it off, and sometimes it doesn't come off nice, and what do? You put it on again? You know, install a new set? I don't know. I gotta do some more reading into that to see if I even do want to entertain that. Maybe I'll just try to have proper following distances from cars in front of me. That's probably also to blame for a lot of the sandblasting that's on my bumper. But like, it's like you gotta hold your ground when you're commuting. Like the first 3 years of my my car's life was me commuting from Silver Spring to Baltimore, Maryland and back. And if you left more than like a half-second space in front of you, which is not safe, it should be like 2 seconds, right? But if you don't leave half a second, someone's going to fill that gap anyway, because people are crazy. And so you're going bumper to bumper, going 80 miles an hour on Interstate 95, and that's just normal. You know, until someone has an accident. So yeah, everyone's liable for that, but that's how it was. Not safe, but that's how it was. And I put a lot of hours, a lot of miles in my car doing that, and I think that contributed to some of that. How the front bumper looks. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I will look into some PPF, paint protective film. But generally, I like to keep my cars clean, like both mine and my wife's cars. I try to I wax them twice a year. Well, polish, I guess. I use new finish car polish. Like on the bottle it says it's a once a year polish. I do it twice a year. Once in the spring, once in the fall. So I get them cleaned up real good, and then I put that wax on, and you know, it makes washing it throughout the season and between those waxings easy. Water beads up real nice on the paint. And that's when I clean the interiors out too. Spring cleaning, fall cleaning. Pretty nice unique drive through here, huh?
Go straight.
You know, Greece is more mountainous than I ever pictured it being. Speed limits are killing me. 70 there for like a second. Oh, sudden red light. Woo. Oh, I gotta put my beer down. These streets are looking pretty tight, and yeah, that's what I was kind of alluding to earlier. Like, I think when we get to our delivery point, we might. No, it depends. I think the islands are a little bit worse, like, or more challenging. That's something that's different. These windy, tight streets are a thing on this DLC, which is pretty cool. So this is interesting. There's stop signs. There's rail crossings, but I've never seen the AI stop at them.
roundabout,
I'm gonna
take the
stop
second
here
exit.
though, because there's a stop sign. There's a light without any actual light on. What are you doing? You're just stopping. Okay. This is not confusing at all. That car wanted to turn from the
Exit
inside lane.
now.
That's nice. There's a traffic light here. I don't understand. I don't know how that works.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Whoa.
Get ready to turn
Google's
left.
reminding me to run the dishwasher.
Turn left.
You know, I thought Windows let's do these types of notifications when you
have
got a full
arrived at
screen
your
app going.
destination.
Something's changed there. Oh, excuse me. I should have come in a different way than this, but that's okay. It's all the same. Get lined up the same way either way. Let's back the containers in here, and this should give us a 2 out of 15. Got a ways to go yet. I didn't even see how long this event runs, so I don't know how much time we really have to complete this. Usually they give an ample amount of time, like at least a few weeks. I imagine this is probably going to run until sometime in January. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with the winter event this year. Because it was really exciting last year. As you might recall, it was like a separate Winterland, and I think it was the same between Euro and American Truck. I think last year we ran it in American. Maybe this year we'll do it in Euro. I don't know. But like you went in and out of Winter Wonderland, they actually had snow and like changed physics for you know. Oh, you gotta be kidding, that didn't count either? You serious? Alright, I gotta look this up. This isn't good. I gotta look this up on the side here. What am I missing? Where are all the tracks? I gotta see for myself. I'm guessing both of these were under 200 kilometers. I can't believe that last one was, though. That's a shame. We should just drive across the continent at this point, or not the continent, the country. Let's see, logbook. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that was 175 kilometers and 181 kilometers. What? Not the path that we took. Alright, so part of my problem is I'm using a mod, like I said, that like gives us real life distance, not like actual in-game scaled difference or distance. So, okay, going down to Argo. Argo. What's that? Oh, that's cargo. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Now we're in the middle of Greece. We're not going to get anything that's going to give us the distance. Unless maybe we can get to an island, I guess? Oh man, that's so annoying. Like now, that should give us That would definitely give us the distance we need. But I don't want to go back the way we came. Athens? Oh, that's got to be enough. Let's see if we can get more exciting cargo to Athens. Carrots. I mean, I guess. Why not? Why not? We're going to Athens. That better give us 2 out of the 15. No, that's a shame. I can't believe. I thought we were gonna have 3 tonight. But that's all right. All right, give me a hot second. I'm gonna step away for just a couple seconds here to refresh my drink, and we will be on the road. All right, we're back. Let's see how the startup sounds on the inside of this truck here. All right. Not as climactic as on the outside. Not bad either. Nice quiet interior, right? I'll tell you, Euro trucks are like at least 5 years into the future than North American trucks in terms of like comfort, safety.
Turn left.
Like they are like more like cars over there than they are here.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, there's our trailer right there. Let's back up to it here. Going to Athens. City everyone should know is in Greece. Oop, I was way off on this one. Yikes. That one again, huh? Go. These cargo trays are always a little tricky. Got even less cargo weight this time, 7 tons down from 9. So we should be moving pretty easily through all this. But that's gonna be a fun way to get onto the highway, jeez. Got some winding, maybe a mountain pass there to Lamia. Going through Lamia into Athens. This better give us the distance required for the job. I think it's dumb that the distance requirement they put in, because like, especially when all the cities are so close together and there's so many that you gotta do. I mean, I get it. Like they're trying to get you to explore the whole map, right? So that makes sense.
Right.
I guess that makes sense. It's just, you know, from an efficiency standpoint, it doesn't make sense to me. Like I just want to just, you know, puddle hop to each city to get the 15 cities required to complete the mission. That's alright. We should be enjoying the scenery, right? That's the whole point, is to explore the map a little bit. We'll see if we have time tonight maybe to check out a trip that gets us to one of the islands where we have to take a ferry to it.
Exit now. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Quick enough on the gas there. Now I can go in front of this van. Be slower.
Exit now. Stay left.
Oh yeah, they're not kidding. They left. Interesting, we're not paying tolls where we're going. Also, I just realized that the whole time we've been streaming tonight, I think I have the audio up really high on the engine because I was using a ZMods engine before, and yeah. I'm gonna bring it down to balance. ZMods engines to me are always... Yeah, that's a little bit better. The ZMods engines to me are always... Ooh, that shouldn't be like that. Dark above the bridge. I'm gonna actually mark that down. Dark above bridge. For the purposes of beta testing. Bug reporting. It did pretty good in this one, I gotta say. It was like the first really glitch that I've really seen tonight. You know, it's been polished. It's been polished pretty well. there's dark again right there. Also back there. That is a reminder. And it's a little glitchy. The mirrors. Yeah, that was the only thing I really noticed there. We were just talking about that a little bit ago, right? With the new way they're doing the shadows, it looks like. So sudden in the darkness. Cruising for very long here. I was just getting comfortable putting the cruise control on.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Already braking, sheesh.
Exit right. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Alright, where's this taking us on? That's back
Exit
road?
now. At the roundabout, take the fourth exit.
The what? That's a funny one.
Exit now.
Now, that one might be to my scaling problem. Might be my scaling mod interfering with that GPS direction there. Too fast here. Yeah, I guess this kind of reminds me a little bit of Spain. Although I think the DLC, a couple of things. One, well, a couple of things. The terrain's a little bit different here still. It's a little greener. But the other thing is that the DLC of Spain in this game is like way more highway focused than the back roads. This is a nice mix here of like highway and back roads. A light here. Oh, jeez. We're getting up to a hairpin turn up ahead. I guess we're going over a mountain range there, maybe. Turn there. Nice. As not scaling as much of a mountain as I thought we would be. I guess we kind of are here. Going through some foothills or something. I guess what this kind of reminds me of what it could be in North America is like the Northwest a little bit. It's kind of green, like Oregon maybe. Kind of reminds me of that. The terrain, I mean, speed limit is way lower than I was expecting to. Brake checked me there, mister. Is that supposed to be? Oh, I don't know what town that is actually. Not lame. Lamia, is it Lamia? I think that's too far away. Looks like there's just a village over there. I don't know, maybe it was part of the outskirts. 'Cause we're heading into Lamia now. And, it didn't seem like that was too far behind. Just how the scaling works in the game, I guess. But we're only passing through here. We're going to Athens, right? So gotta keep trucking.
Go straight.
Look at this spaghetti looking road here.
Stay right.
Stay right. Okay, well, let's do the GPS. Those mountains, the scenery in this DLC is just awesome. I always love mountainous terrain. I don't know what that car was going to do on our right there. They were going to try to zoom around us or go behind. They went behind. I think the AI have been ever so slowly getting a little bit better with merging. They still have problems. But I did notice recently in some recent builds that they do a little bit better job of like getting over when you're trying to merge on, you know, like getting to the left lane, which is great. They're a little more cognizant of your turn signal as you're trying to merge. And they try to zoom out in front of you if you're this is weird to me. Like the AI always stop there and give you the right of way. Like I don't know why. But I mean, other than that, I mean, they've gotten better. They've gotten better than how they used to kind of handle merging. But they still got a ways to go. So one of the things I'm looking forward to in a new car, well, not one, there's so many. Like adaptive cruise. Subaru's finally figured out how to put their eyesight on a manual transmission car, so that'll be nice to have. They started that this year on the WRX. Automatic headlights, that'll be nice too. Automatic high beams. I've heard mixed things about those. We'll see how they fare. But you know, like everything with adaptive cruise, like the whole eyesight system is nice, just like warning you of stuff. Sometimes it can get annoying, I guess, but don't know. My wife's always had in her Forester, and I've gotten used to it. I think that it's helped before. It's like the first gen eyesight though, so like it's not. It's kind of annoying sometimes with how it handles adaptive cruise. It's a little too conservative. Like it always leaves a huge gap in front of the car, and then like everyone fills that gap in. I think they've gotten better recently, but still, it's nice. It's nice to have. So overall, the safety features are nice. Gosh, what else? In terms of like having a more modern car, I mean, I guess automatic climate control would be nice too. I still have like just the dials. You turn how much. It's how much, where, and how hot you want it to be. It's basically the controls I have right now. 3 dials, right? But having like dual zone, driver, passenger, temperature selection, and automatic climate control would be nice. And all of that with manual transmission. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Guess we caught up to a slower truck here. This is neat up here. What is this? Just a crosswalk over the highway. It's pretty neat. Neat little rest area. Huh. It's kind of cool. Alright, this better count. I'm gonna be so annoyed if it's not. If it doesn't. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'm doing wrong then.
Right. Then exit right.
This should be well above the 200-kilometer distance, though.
Exit right.
Letting the retarder do the work
Get
here
ready
on
to
braking.
turn right.
Oh, that's a steep decline here.
Turn right.
Yeah, the retarder wasn't enough for that. Had to use the surface brake too. That was a pretty steep slope there. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, we're in Athens right now. Believe it or not. Guess we're kind of on the outskirts. Where most deliveries occur, I guess, in big cities.
Stay right. And then turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Some nice graffiti here. Welcome. Zero drop point right over there. Number
You have arrived
5.
at your destination.
Alright, hopefully this will count for 1 and 2, finally. I do wonder, like, if the islands have to count for 200 plus. There are little toots in there. Yeah, see if we can, after this, we'll see if we can get one with, like, maybe the island, one of the islands in, Greek islands. That should get us at least to 200 kilometers, because I think it counts boat distance, too. Ferry distance. Right, get this unhooked here. Better count, man. Okay, there it is, finally. And I like what they've done recently with these events, is they actually tell you what you've done, so you don't have to guess. It's nice. Now, the next step will be to put that onto the map. Be nice just to be able to look at the map and see, like, okay, like, checkbox, you know, like, so you don't have to go back to the other screen. But anyway, let's see if we can get to an island here, maybe? Chania? Like, come on. Ferry distance 290, land distance 20. Well, 20, and again, that's our 1 to 19 ratio, right? 1 to 1, actually. So, like, that should, regardless of the ferry, be enough distance anyway. Yeah, let's do it. This one will get us a nice, that one should get us number 3 then for the night at least. We're picking up here too, which is nice. We don't have to go across town, which takes another 5, 10, 15 minutes to do. The hazard's on. It's always good practice. My horn button is failing on this wheel. That's another reason I need to get a truck wheel. Gosh, this G25 Logitech I've had since like 2008 or 2009. So what is that? That's like pushing... That's not bad, I guess, but it's pushing like 15 years. It's pretty impressive. Like, the thing, like, I've never maintained it, right? I've never put, like, grease into it. Like, people have said, like, you can maintain by, like, putting in, you know, greasing the gearing and making it last longer, or even be quieter as a result. But I've never done that. And granted, it is pretty loud, so, like, it probably could benefit from that. But now I'm just curious to see how long it actually lasts without any kind of maintenance. Like, it's been solid, like, up to this point, you know, other than the button. I mean, there's no grease is going to fix that. It's like the only thing that's really failing on this wheel right now. Definitely have gotten my money's worth, I will say that. I'm considering the Hori truck wheel for an upgrade. Like I was saying, I got to figure out what I got to do with my setup here. I think I can lift myself up, but then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like with my keyboard, there's still some things I gotta figure out. But I think that can work. Like if I lift myself, this desk that I have, like I was saying earlier, turn. I thought it said turn left. You're turning right. Like I was saying earlier, this desk has an expansion kit, or a kit that lets you raise the seat up by 3 inches, and I guess they created that because like people that had like really big like G1000 aircraft cockpit displays as part of their rig setup would be able to see over them to the monitors, because like this desk is actually, it's called WelpSim is the name of the brand name, and they designed it to be focused on either racing right? Driving or aviation. I think aviation might even be its primary use case. Secondary racing, which is why I got it.
Get
It's like
ready
it
to
came with like a
turn left.
car kind of style chair, you know, and I bought the armrest extension
Turn left.
option, I guess you could say, just, you know, because I use the armrest all the time, resting my arms while driving. But like,
Go straight.
it's racing, right? So like the thing is like it's set up to be kind of low to the ground, like you're in a car. Oh, we're revving the shit out of this truck right now. Wow, look at that. That was fun. That was the transmission. I didn't tell it to do that. It's an automatic. Um, but yeah, I think one of my problems right now is like the way I have it set up is I have my keyboard
Right.
sliding underneath my G25. So now the question becomes, okay, if I lift it up another 3 inches, I'm gonna have to raise like
Stay right.
the wheel
Then turn
positioning and like
right. Turn right.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I got to think about it. I got to figure out like how the wheel would come into play. The new wheel, how that would come into play with what are we doing here? We actually have to stop. Huh? Kind of stopped. It's an interesting toll. But yeah, if I'm gonna go with the wheel, I gotta figure out like it's gonna be more horizontal because it's a truck wheel. Am I gonna be able to like change the angle that the wheel mount is situated on? Am I gonna be able to still slide the keyboard underneath the wheel, or am I gonna have to like put it off to the side? Yeah, I gotta figure that all out because like part of me also kind of just wants a normal desk to like play my other games. Although granted, I will say like gaming like this actually is pretty comfortable. The only thing that's kind of annoying is like the keyboard tray. You know, it's meant to pivot and slide, right? So like it's not particularly fixed. So like that gets annoying when you're doing like FPS or if you're doing like a shooter, right? But I've gotten used to it because I've had this desk now for like 6 years, something like that. Gosh, 7 years. So I don't know. Maybe I'm okay just to keep it, and I'll try to figure out like the lift kit for the seat to make it more like a trucking seating position for the truck wheel. Then the monitors can lift up then as well by a few inches. Maybe that's just the way to go. Yeah, that might end up working out just fine. Ooh, oh, this is fun. Why? Surprise, busy moment there. I see a train up there going by. And I think another thing I'm looking forward to is better force feedback. It's the G25. Ever since SCS has pushed the update to fully revamp the force feedback for wheels in this game, it was a while back when they did it, like maybe a year ago. It just never really set right with me. Like, for whatever reason, in the G25, my biggest problem with it is like, if you, it like starts to oscillate. If you leave it on the default settings that they ship with the game, when you let go of the wheel will start to oscillate uncontrollably. Like it'll get more and more and more like left, right, left, right, left, right, like until you're like slaloming basically. Like that's not how it should be. The steering should be a lot tighter, right? Um, but I think part of the problem is that there's just only so much you could do with the simple motor that's controlling the force feedback in something like the G25. It's just a little primitive. So I'm hopeful that if I change to another wheel like the Hori truck racing wheel, that's going to be better with the force feedback too, you know, not just like being better, being truck oriented in terms of like the position and support for buttons and all that fun stuff, but also, yeah, just the feel of it. On the other hand, I think there's another company, is it Moza? Moza Racing, I think, also makes a truck wheel for their ecosystem that you just attach to. And it's direct drive, which sounds great. I would love to have that over a gear drive, because the gear drive, like, it works, but from what I've heard, for direct drive, it's a lot more realistic feeling. Like, I don't need the force feedback strength that you get from, like, racing games, right? Right, buddy, I need over a button. I need to cut in front of you so I can get over here. Thank you. Goodbye. But yeah, we're going a little fast here. I was paying attention to my driving. Whoa. Jeez, that car was not giving me a chance, was it? Holy crap. Flying. All kinds of distractions here now. But yeah, I mean, so now in terms of upgrading, right? For the wheel, it's like, do I go with the Hori, which is a whole truck simulation setup? Aerosoft was making a wheel too, but I think between that and the Hori would be the way to go. So it's either the Hori or like the Moza direct drive wheel, which that car's gonna let me go anyway. So the Hori is, I think it's gear drive or belt drive, gear drive. Yeah, I don't know. The Moza wheel, the direct drive wheel, it doesn't come with like the shifter stock, the retarder stock, or the turn signal stock. But I think they were working on a turn signal stock, which is nice. I mean, maybe they have added those by now. So I don't know. I got to look into it. Probably not something I'd be doing this month again, because, like I said, I'm actually getting into a new car, so I don't want to like spend on other stuff right now. But maybe sometime next year, I'll consider an upgrade path for the desk I got right now. And now, if I don't go with trying to upgrade the current desk, which is the full air sim cockpit, I would probably go with something like just a normal desk, right, for like my normal gaming, but also then I would complement it with some, I don't know, I would say like a wheel platform where you can like roll it up to the desk, right? You can just have the wheel on some kind of platform, or on just a frame that you can just like push and pull out of the way. But then I would have to figure out the seating situation, because I don't know if I wanted to just use an office chair. Because I really like my chair right now, which is fixed. It's like it's part of like so the way it works right now, I have the chair and the monitor stand are kind of they're tied together through a tube frame, right? And I don't think I would be getting that. Why are we breaking? We got another toll booth. And I don't know if I would want that all to be separate, you know, with just like a wheel frame and then just throw an office chair on it. So that's another reason to keep what I have right now and just try to make it more truck-like, you know. Thanks, buddy. Letting us all in here. It's weird how they decided to do that. I program the AI like that. This is pretty beautiful here. Another mountain kind of pass here. Oh, look at this bridge. That's pretty cool. Down to 70. I always found it interesting how in Europe the speed limit over bridges comes down drastically. I guess that's kind of, it happens some places in North America too. I think near our house there's a place where it goes down from like 50 to 25. It's like, but no one does that. Go over that bridge. I've always wondered if it's because of like just to maintain like the structural integrity of the bridge, or if that's because of like trying to keep things quiet, you know, traffic passing over the bridge. For residents that are like underneath or nearby the bridge, maybe that's why they do it. You slowing down this much, man? Dude. Yeah, probably don't want to run into him though. Let's see, set the cruise to 84 again, there we go. But yeah, even though I'm talking about getting new equipment, like, I'm still pretty impressed. This G25 Logitech, it's doing fine. The only thing that, like, doesn't really work is my city horn button. I've always used the left red button on the wheel. By the most used button on the whole thing. The high beam, the right side button, I guess it's kind of starting to fade out too. I don't know if it's me pressing the buttons that much as maybe the wheel turning is starting to loosen the wire connection, you know, with the base. I don't know what else it could be, to be honest.
Then exit right. Exit right.
Alright, so we're gearing up to get on the ferry over here. That's what we're doing. Sort of. Actually, we got more to drive than I thought we did. But we're entering Kalamata. Yep.
Exit down.
So, I guess we don't have to follow that guy anymore.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
We are running that. Wow, that was a fast yellow. Jeez. It was orange when we went through it. It's fine. Ow. He's AI just rushing through here. They are aggressive, man. I'm curious to see when we get up to delivering at the island when we get there, if it's going to be kind of close quarters for delivery. I've seen that before in this DLC, which is great. More challenging depots is nice. That's welcome.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right. Stay left, and then turn left.
I like how the lines in the roads around here are so faded.
Turn left.
can totally relate. Pretty funny. So you can like see like again like coming through here like okay, I saw a stop sign back there I guess, so that's kind of the right of way indication there. Like right here, I didn't see any stop signs back there. It's not obvious who has the right of way. There's a stop sign there at least.
Go
Alright.
straight.
Maybe it kind of is, I guess. This isn't bad then. There's another stop sign set there. I always thought it was interesting.
At the roundabout,
There's
take
stop
the
signs at
first
these
exit.
roundabouts. I don't know why. Where are you going, buddy? Alright.
Exit now. Get ready to turn left.
You can see it's starting to get a little tight here, right?
Turn
Which is
left.
cool. I like
Then
this.
turn right.
Way more realistic. Why are you stopped there? What are you doing? Oh, this is fun. We go through here, I guess.
Turn right.
Careful just not to just drive out onto the ocean there. Seaway ferries. Well, like, if you watch a YouTube video of just like any trucker in Europe and when they're going to like deliveries, just, I mean, anywhere remotely, like, I mean, anywhere in Europe, to be honest, doesn't even have to be your boat, it could be in the city too. It's ridiculous how tight, like, how little room they have to work with. You know, when they go to drop off at the depot, it's ridiculous. I mean, I guess there's some tight spots too in North America, but like, generally speaking, like, it's pretty ridiculous. Alright. Shut the truck off here. We'll head off over to Chania. Travel time 8 hours. I'm probably gonna manipulate the time so it's daytime again, because I don't want to drive in the evening. Oops. 1902. I mean, that's not bad. It's still light out, so. I guess I'll leave it as it is for now. That doesn't seem bad. Alright, Chania. So we're on an island right now, right? And there's several on this DLC. So let's see how this one is.
Finding new route.
More larger than others. This seems like a smaller island. Because it doesn't really look like we have to drive very far once we get out of here. It's one of those viewpoints there. They run the film. It was a cool feature they added to this game recently.
Go straight. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I don't know if that's turning left as much as it is just staying on the road. It's just like GPS is in real life, I guess.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Guess
Then turn right.
this one looks pretty tight.
Turn right.
Not too bad, I guess.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Hoorah. Okay. Some delivery over there behind this trailer. Awkward. That's alright. Back here. Cleared that trailer over there. Hit that. I think I have the game set right now to just default to the most difficult parking. Which, you know, some of these are like silly. I've seen worse. The trailer parked right there in front of where we're dropping is, that's not bad, I guess. It's a challenge for sure. Some of them are just like silly, like unrealistic, like in my opinion. But this one's pretty good. Ouch. That bar right there. Whoops. Try not to do that. Over several inches here. I mean, we're a container. It's not like we should be backing up really the wall anyway. But we're doing it. Better be number 3. Oh, wait, that didn't count. What the heck, man? I gotta see what this says in World of Trucks. That counted as 27 kilometers. Ooh, that seems broken. Probably because of the mod I'm using. I don't see how that could be only 27 kilometers. That seems kind of broken. Alright, well, maybe I should stop playing with the mod for this. I'm just going to have to drive like stupid long routes to make it through this event. That's weird though, because I thought, I don't know. That's weird. I gotta figure out what that looks like on, I guess, you know, without the mod, right? I gotta see what that looks like without the mod. Without the scaling mod, so, we'll see. We'll see. I think that's it for tonight, so I love that sound. That was a pretty good run anyway. I mean, we didn't, that's so funny. I mean, it came from Athens. I would have thought that would have been a long enough distance. Or maybe it's because, like, oh, I wonder if it's because the game assumed I was going to go through Athens and down. Sheesh. That could be why. If I go to Herock, hang on, I want to see what that looks like here for distance. There's nothing going over there anyway. Alright. So it's probably what it is. So the thing is, whenever I'm running this mod that forces everything to be 1-to-1, it looks at the speed limits, right, to see like what's the fastest way. Well, it also depends on scaling, right? But if everything's 1 to 1, it only looks at the speed. So yeah, I bet if I had gone just from Athens through Athens and down, that probably would have only been like that 27 kilometers. So that's city scale. But like the game saw everything 1 to 1 because of my mod, and they said, "Oh, this is the faster way through the highway, I guess, versus through the city." So if I were running the stock map with the stock scaling, um, I would have seen that before I started the job that I couldn't have done that. But oh well, it's all part of the game. But here you can see the islands here a little bit, right? So we got a couple of cities here we could go back and forth between. Um, we have roads out here, Chios, Italini. I don't know if Kavala is or not. Argos Stoli over here, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to figure out the logistics behind this, but it's all right. It's a good start for tonight. And again, if I could play my cards right, we only had two. We went between like what 5 different cities and only got 2 done technically. But I mean, if I play my cards right, if I could get the distance right for this, where we just dropped off here, I should be able to get 4 out of 15 on my next run. But anyway, Nightmares, good to see you. Thanks, Greg, for stopping by too. And anyone else watching later, we appreciate you as well. Hope everyone has a good night. Catch everyone in the next stream. Thanks.